Hello. I don't want to be doing this tonight, really, but I need to get it started. So, tonight's the night because we only got 6 days left. Of Ballads and Brews. A fun event, maybe. Event details. Oh, I have to do a quest first. Sounds from Afar of Ballads and Brews Act 1. As the harvest season arrives, the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild has received a great number of requests from the citizenry. You and Paimon have also arrived back in the city in response to Catherine's call for aid. Okay, so I think we accidentally started this. Like, Kaya came and talked to us and some other stuff. I don't really remember what they said or what was happening. But I guess we're going to help with the harvest. Hopefully not just for wine. I kind of am like over everything being about wine. Gotta say. I know Kaya was there. And we'll see what else there is to do. Vile. I hope Lisa's involved.
It looks like just about everyone's here.
Nice.
Hey there, cutie. Paimon. I didn't know you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the Adventurers Guild. Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before. Oh, Paimon's getting kind of nervous now.
Don't get too carried away, alright? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
I'm glad Kaya's good, at least. And the Traveler, the Dendro Traveler's pretty good. Because I'm really sad that I basically can't use Lisa and Amber because they're so bad.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree. After all, Mika's not the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter. The truth would be written all over his face.
Who was that?
Over there, look. The kid standing next to Jean in front of the staircase?
That's a new person.
He used to be a land surveyor in Eula's team. He's very talented in what he does, and a very
In Eula's
reliable
team?
person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member of the frontline team. He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone? Now that we're all here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master.
Okie doke.
Mika, please, go ahead.
Does Mika have a vision?
Yes, Master Jean.
Yes, cryo. Interesting.
Right. Hello, everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the Reconnaissance Company. Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team. I will now be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all.
Okay.
To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka.
What is Mika, like
The
12?
first thing I want to say to you all is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
Oh, that's fantastic news. My palms are sweating.
No interrupting.
May I continue?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead, Mika.
More quickly this time,
Alright.
though, please.
Now that your fears are allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest of my letter.
Oh.
I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tibet by the light of a stove. The expedition forces are stationed here while we restock.
Let me get these tombstone and deaths challenge. Let me hide those. Whoopsie daisy.
I once told you that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our mission is progressing. In the past couple of months, we received an unexpected visitor. The Fatui Harbinger known as the Captain.
Oh,
The captain?
which one is that?
I am fully aware of the Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history. Nevertheless, the captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion.
Well, he's woefully outnumbered,
Open
right?
parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat. Close parenthesis. The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure. He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal. I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons. Open parenthesis, don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis. Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for Natlon 3 days ago. We'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore.
I'm thankful that Lisa's here being hot, because the rest of this is
some of his
rogue.
actions have helped us, but even then, he owed us at least that much.
Not like in Mika. This is a bad
This
introduction.
year's Vinelaza Fest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now. What a great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together. Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you. I hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Vinelaza Fest seasonal special will do nicely. May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka. P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me and the captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha 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 ha. His laugh, not mine. The letter ends here. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mika.
that was torture.
Master Jean, I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page. P.P.S. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you. This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
Oh, for me?
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private.
It's not for you.
Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned
for
in
the
his
hot
letter,
one.
the Vinelaza Fest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Vinelaza Fest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung colleagues involved in the expedition, and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival. That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
Did Paimon hear that right? They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important. But, Fatui Schmatui! The real big deal here is the Vinelaza Fest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink. Paimon wants to hear more.
Vintage
Hey,
Paimon.
cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean? You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, let's go.
Hello.
there. You must be looking for Captain Kaya? Please, don't mind me.
Just want to say hi.
Wait, but what? Oh, jeez, Captain Kaya. What should I say?
Hi back.
Oh, Mika. How have you not changed one bit after being on the front line this long? You were just asking me about the Storm Terror incident, weren't you? Well, allow me to introduce you to the legendary Honorary Knight.
That's right! And also the legendary Paimon!
Yes.
Hi there. You guys are so strong. I'm in awe. I have to go and report in with Captain Eula now. Please excuse me.
Okay. I'm jealous. I'm glad to be meeting with Lisa, but I'd be more glad to meet with Eula.
Well, that's too bad. Paimon was gonna ask him all about the expedition.
That is a pity, it really is. But don't take it the wrong way. The way he sees it, every pair of eyes in Mondstadt is focused squarely on you. Give it some time, and this will all sort itself out. Next time you see him, I'm sure you'll get along just fine. In fact, let me share a little secret with you. Try talking to him about exploring the wild. You'll win his trust in no time.
Okay. I've done a lot of that.
Well, what do you think? Glad you tagged along this time?
I will
A
see.
little birdie told me that you'll be staying in Mondstadt for the Fest. Hope you enjoy yourselves.
Well, you know, we teleport around. We're here, we're there, we're everywhere.
Illusion shattered.
Hello. Didn't mean to.
Oh, Lisa. The
Drop a
Grandmaster's
lightning bolt in
letter
your
is
room.
Just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now.
It's fine, it was a meeting.
If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Fest very soon.
Uh-huh.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Aw, that's sweet.
Lisa,
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
I missed everyone as well.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began after all. We have a lot of fond memories here.
True.
Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Fest. Could you tell us more about it?
yes, of course. The Fest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall.
But this is the first year we're doing
Each
it.
fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Anemo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is.
That sounds about right.
No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds like the Anemo Archon, all right.
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Fest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Anemo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Anemo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
What does that mean?
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
Yeah. Gotta keep his supplies up.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing.
Oh,
These are
okay.
very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Anemo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Vinelesa Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
Mm-hmm.
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Bah. Who
Well,
cares?
originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market.
Okay, now I'm
The
interested.
Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Double in.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
What?
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupico, which means family.
Oh, Hana.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
Okay.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
Sounds that
It
way.
would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Wow. Well, come on, let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Something's worrying you, Lisa.
Oh, cutie.
What?
Nothing escapes your eyes, does it?
Not when you're involved.
For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted.
And Razor is not well
By
adjusted.
contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties. Can I leave you to break the news to Razor?
Of course.
He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you.
Don't worry about
Thank you,
it.
sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
Oh, I don't have to collect the item?
There is no escape.
Again, I'm sorry.
As his teacher, I have a duty to give him the best education and guidance that I can. I'll make sure I'm prepared by the time you get back. Go on now, cuties. I'll leave Razor in your hands.
Is there something else you would like to discuss?
Tell
It
me
was good of
something. I
Mika
guess.
to bring the letter back all this way. Knowing that everyone is safe and sound is the best encouragement I could ask for. Still, I hadn't counted on the captain making an appearance.
Do we have we?
The Grand
I'm
Master
sure we've
has a
seen the
rather
captain, but I don't know which one.
Unconventional way of describing things. But even then, I've never heard him give such high recognition to anyone before. If you ever encounter the captain on your own journey, be on your guard. He is not someone to be underestimated. Is there
Yeah, I'm
something
not
else
scared
you
of
would
no
like to discuss?
fatoots. Tell me about Mika.
Mika tells me that rather than rejoining the expedition party, Grand Master told him to return to his post in Eula's reconnaissance company after delivering the letter.
Interesting. So we'll see more of him around
Surveyors are
then.
usually situated in the vanguard of an army on the move, and are tasked with exploring previously uncharted territory. Huh. It looks like the expedition must have entered into a much less intense phase. Have you had the chance to speak with Mika yet? When he's with people he hasn't met before, he tenses up and stands bolt upright.
Yeah.
I really wish he had a little more self-confidence. Is there something else you would like to discuss? There is still some preparation to do, but don't worry, everything's on track. Actually, while we're on the topic, I have an assignment I'd like to give you. Namely, enjoy the festival to the fullest. Any objections?
Nope.
Is there something else you would like to discuss?
That's
Goodbye.
it.
I wish you a very pleasant Vinelesa Fest.
Thanks, Jean. I was mocking her earlier and saying I wanted to talk to the hot one. Like, we like Lisa. Just not as much as like anyone else.
Usually around Wolvendom, right? How do you think he'll react after hearing about this?
Who could say? Only one way to find out, though. Chip. Sometimes it's fun to actually travel places instead of teleporting. Not all the time, but sometimes. The boar. It's a trap.
Hey, look! It's a hunting trap. It looks like the ones that the hunters from Springvale use. What is it?
There are traces of electro energy near the trap. Razor?
Electro energy? Paimon wonders if it could be Razor. But Paimon thought he was pretty good at avoiding the hunters.
Maybe he is the hunter.
Well, anyway, let's follow the traces of Electro and see where they lead.
Okay.
Look! There's another trap up ahead. And can you feel that Electro energy too?
Sure can. It's everywhere.
The Electro traces lead deep into Wolvendom. Let's keep going. Razor! Are you
All
there?
marks.
Take it easy.
Probably not. Ooh, oh yeah. That claw mark's always there.
All right, the last trap has been set. Razor, thanks for coming with me all this way.
What are you guys trying to trap?
It's okay. My legs are strong.
What is it, Razor?
It smells familiar. Friend, from far away.
Razor!
It's us.
Oh, and it's Draft too! Are you two hunting together?
Yes, it's almost harvest season, and the boars are venturing into the towns and wineries looking for food. They're trampling crops and destroying the vineyards. Someone could get seriously hurt. The Knights of Favonius came to us asking for help, keeping the boars a safe distance away from the population.
I and Uncle Brown Cat catch boars, protect everyone.
Okay.
Wow, Razor! This is a big step for you. Paimon remembers you used to hide away from the hunters.
You can say that again. Razor was the star of the show this time. He let the wolves know we'd be coming, so we were able to get through Wolvendom without anyone getting hurt.
Probably a nice change of
Helping
pace.
everyone, helping Lupical makes me happy. But much talking. Very tired now.
Feel that.
Yeah!
Sign of progress.
But, actually, we came here today because we have some really important news.
You tell Razor about Varka's letter.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Razor, do you mean you don't want to know about your real parents?
I want to know, but don't want to know.
So you do want to know, but at the same time you don't want to know? Sounds complicated.
Of course it is, Paimon.
Traveler, come and take a look at the trap I just placed. Let's give Razor some space to process things.
What is it?
Yes, I have some thoughts about this after seeing how Razor reacted. We've been hunting together a lot recently. The kid might not talk much, but still, I feel like I've come to understand him a little over the time we've spent together. Here's what I think. He definitely wants to find out about his parents. It's just that his fear of the unknown is overwhelming everything else he's feeling. I'm a father myself, so I know a thing or two about kids.
Yeah, we know.
You know, when Diana was little, if I got back late from a hunt one night, she'd be watching me like a hawk for days afterwards, as if she was worried that I might abandon her.
Do you mean Razor's worried that he was abandoned by his own parents?
Exactly. I think that's the heart of it. And if it turns out they did, well, I don't think there's anything we could say to console him. That's not my only concern, though.
Well, he already thinks that, so you're either confirmed and you move on, live your life as you had been, or you are not confirmed and you don't have to worry about it
Razor is
anymore.
developing at his own pace. There are lots of issues that can't be solved all in one go, but he's making progress, one step at a time. But now this thing with his parents is added into the mix. It might push him to want to figure out once and for all where he comes from and where he's going.
Where did he come from? Where will he go?
Maybe all mature adults think like this, huh? Wait, but then again, Master Jean had a different view. She said it's more about trusting other people and in your own instincts. What do you think?
I will be there for him as a friend through
Gotcha.
this.
Well, knowing that he's got a friend like you to rely on makes me feel much better about this whole thing.
Yeah. How about this, Paimon? You tell Paimon about how you plan to approach the situation.
Okay, got it. Right, let's head back. We don't want to keep him waiting.
And he's gone. Oh! Hello?
Hey, Razor. So, what are your thoughts?
Still thinking. My heart, it feels strange. Like being stabbed by a wolf hook.
Yeah. What do you think of Varka?
Varka? Tall, very strong, likes to laugh.
Do you trust him?
Yes, trust.
Good.
He's very good to me. Give me a name. Teach me to fight. But now, busy with important work. I miss him.
You know, Razor, Varka used up all the paper writing this letter, but he still made sure he found room on the back to add a note for Lisa. He specifically told her to give you the things that your parents left for you. That means that he thinks the items have a special meaning for you. But more importantly than that, whatever happens, the Traveler, Paimon, Lisa, and all your other friends will always be here for you.
Yeah, don't worry. Everything will be fine.
That's right. And old Uncle Brown Cat's here to support you as well.
Okay, thank you. I decide I want to go with you to see teacher.
Okay.
That's the spirit, kiddo. Well, you folks better be heading off then. I'm just about finished here, so I'll be heading home very shortly myself. I'd better try and get plenty of father-daughter time in before the Fine Laser Fest starts.
See you again next time.
Adieu. Okay, now we teleport. Just too much going around and climbing to come back this way. Going the other way, I can glide down there. Easy peasy, works great. Oh. Watch out, Porthos. I'm dropping in. Lisa.
We brought Razor.
Hello, teacher. I'm here to see the box.
Ah, my little wolf cub's in a good mood. I'm assuming they've discussed the whole story with you already?
Yes, we said, we're going to see Lisa's box. And he said, I'm in a great mood. And she said, that's not what it meant.
Here,
and we
this
said,
is it.
yeah, we
The
tricked
wooden
him.
Box. I haven't touched it, except for taking it out of the cabinet. When you're sure you're ready, you can open it yourself.
Okay.
Yes, I am sure.
All right, what's in it? Excitement?
Oh,
Oh.
this is just a pile of junk. Paimon thought there'd at least be a letter or something.
Balls of yarn? Do you have cat parents? A stuffy? Some wine? Some screws?
Uh-oh. You don't think that, after all this time, Varka might be getting mixed up between different boxes?
No, look at that wolf stuffy.
There is a scent.
A scent? What kind?
The kind of wood and dust, because it's been here for 18 years.
A scent I remember from a long, long time ago. It's their scent.
No way.
Human scent. Father and mother scent.
Tears? Or reflections?
Incredible. You still remember scents from all the way back in your childhood.
Wow. You have a really good sense of smell, Razor. Guess being wild by nature has its advantages. Oh, let's see what other leads we can find. This woolen hand puppet looks kinda wonky. Guess it must be handmade, huh? Is this a part from a ruin guard? Wait. Hey, look. This wine bottle is still half full.
Perfect for the Vine Laser
And there's
Fest.
a note stuck on it. 1,000 wind wine.
Oh, so it's a bottle of Thousand Wind wine?
Teacher, you know?
What is that?
Of course. Thousand Wind wine was the first kind of wine that Mondstadters ever learned to make, or so they say.
Ah?
As to how it got its name, some say it's a reference to the numerous ingredients used to make it, while others say it's because every bottle tastes slightly different. I remember reading somewhere that there are all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of brewing it, and that it's very difficult to ensure it comes out tasting the same each time. This all makes it impractical to commercialize. Wine merchants are much more comfortable working with reliable, consistent tasting products. That's why you almost
Makes sense.
never see Thousand Wind wine in the markets or taverns. Huh. In fact, it looks like your parents brewed this bottle themselves.
For the festival.
That must mean there's something pretty important about it. Oh, Paimon has an idea. Razor, you got a good nose. Why don't you open it up and take a whiff? Maybe it'll tell you something.
No way that wine is so good.
Okay.
Again, Razor's a full-ass adult. I think. He's at least 16 and was abandoned at least by 4. So it's been at least 12 years?
He seems really in the zone. And is that a smile?
I don't know how long they keep wine for.
Find anything?
Sweet, cold, a little bitter. I like many things all mixed together. Ugh, but things in wine smell different.
Even you can't tell what it is, Razor?
I will try again.
It's okay, Razor. Don't push yourself too hard. What do we do when we try something and it doesn't work?
Try something different.
Try another way.
That's right. You still remember what I taught you. Oh, it's almost the Vine Lisa Fest. Everyone who knows anything worth knowing about wine will be gathering in Mondstadt. Surely someone will know a thing or two about Thousand Wind wine.
Oh, Venti!
Great idea!
Will Venti be coming?
Make sure you don't miss the opening ceremony, cutie. Everyone will be there. Razor, you should go too. It'll be a good opportunity to ask around.
How about it?
Okay. Ask many people. I will try.
Don't worry, we'll be right there with you. We can be your go-betweens. You know, like you were with the wolves for draft.
Interesting comparison.
Okay. Then I will go back now. I need to tell Lupical about human mother and human father.
Human mother.
Great! See you at the opening ceremony.
Wait for the Vine Lace
As
Fest.
Razor's teacher, I'm so happy to see him taking this first step. And you must be tired from running around trying to find Razor. Why don't you rest here a while? I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Sounds great. But where will I sleep, Lisa? Is that Clee's dungeon?
Take it easy.
I wanted to come see if any of those little music coins were down here. Hello, Ella. I wish I would stop getting your quests. I don't like them. They're fun for a little bit, but I don't need to repeat the same ones 600 times. This way. We found one new book. And that is it. So sad. Rest for 2 days. Okay, I guess. Let's read a couple of these birthdays. From Ning Wang, let's meet. Lately, rumors about someone going on an extraordinary adventure around the world piqued my curiosity. I would like to have a chat about it with an experienced traveler like you. Don't worry, even though we'll be meeting at the Jade Chamber, there's no need for any formalities. You don't have to bring any gifts or dress up for the occasion. Just think of it as an ordinary get-together with a friend. I have prepared a few small dishes and an assortment of drinks, but if there's anything else you need, feel free to make a request to my secretaries. It seems like the weather tonight will be excellent, and admiring Liyue's scenery at night never gets old. Come visit me. I'm sure we'll have a fruitful chat. Interesting. Things you've seen and heard on your adventures. I'll be waiting to hear the stories you have to tell. Thank you, Ning Wang. Mono's birthday. It's the great astrologist Mona's birthday again. Do you want to come over to my place? I'll say this in advance. You absolutely cannot complain about the state of my room. It's not because I don't clean up, okay? Everything I put out there are things I need to use on a daily basis. If you're curious about what they do, I can explain it all to you in detail. But if you want to try them out, you need to pay close attention to my instructions because things can easily go wrong. Do you understand? See you tonight, then. I'm going to start preparing for dinner. Okay. Now I have to wait for 2 days. 1, 2... Confirm.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Go to the Vine Laser Fest venue. Okay, and where is that? This way? Is it outside of the city? He sells furniture, but I already bought it all. Oh, it sure is outside of the city.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Ah. Neat. It's at Springvale. That's fun. Hello, it's me, the Traveler.
Thank you, everyone, for your
Oh,
patience.
hi, Jean.
I am
And
pleased
teleporting
to
children.
announce that this year's Vinelesa Fest has officially begun.
Hooray!
We
Yay!
hope the residents of Mondstadt and visitors from all over will enjoy the magnificent wines and experience the joy of the harvest.
Whoop, whoop.
When Windcoming Day arrives, we will hold a grand toasting ceremony to welcome the Animo Archon Barbados back home. Let the wind lead.
Let the wind lead. The Animal Archon's already
Let
here.
the wind lead!
Razor, you're here already.
So many people.
Yeah, it's okay,
Come
Razor.
on, let's sneak out of here. There's someone we gotta find.
Find? Who?
Just some tone-deaf bard. But he's also a know-it-all and loves nothing more than drinking, so he might actually be able to help.
Just some tone deaf bard. There's a non-tone deaf bard. Hello, Venti. Fancy seeing you here. So nice to see you again.
Traveler, Paimon, how do you do? I had a feeling I'd run into you soon, during this most enchanting of festivals.
Spoken like a true poet. But reading between the lines here, if one bottle is tipsy and two is merry, just how many is enchanting exactly?
As many as it takes.
Oh, don't say that. This festival has so much more to offer than just drinking.
Like,
Anyway, hey Razor, how have you been?
All right. I have a question.
Yeah, Razor has something he wants to ask you about. Know anything about Thousand Wind wine?
of course he does.
Ooh, now there's a name that takes me back. Let me think. How long has it been since I last heard someone mention Thousand Wind wine?
Razor's parents left him a box with a half bottle of wine inside, and there's a label on it that says Thousand Wind wine. We heard there's a lot of history behind this type of wine, and the brewing methods go way, way back. So we figured you'd be a good person to ask.
It smells good, but don't know what's inside.
It's wine.
I see, I see. So you want to know how Thousand Wind wine is made? Well, you came to the right person. I happen to know a little rhyme called, well, as it happens, Thousand Wind wine.
Wow. Creative.
I was going to save it for Windcoming Day, but far be it from me to deny an early serenade to a friend in need. How about it? Shall I recite it for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
A song. Not easy to understand, but still want to hear.
Excellent answer. Then, hear it you shall.
Alright, let's see how tone deaf or not.
Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer. Turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away, as we wait for a windier day. Thank you so much for the applause. Was the rhyme of help to you?
No.
Like wine. A little sweet, but now head spinning. Don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know how that relates to anything we need to know.
Don't worry, it's not just you. It was supposed to be about winemaking, but it didn't give a single detail about the process.
Well, maybe it's a little abstract and romanticized, but that's one of the defining features of Mondstadt poetry.
Ah, of course.
Okay, so let's try to pin this down. What did the poem say the ingredients are?
It did not say.
An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the thousand winds? Song of good cheer? refer to. Look, Tone Deaf Bard, you clearly know what the whole thing means, so could you do us a favor and at least give us a hint?
It might help more if you stop calling him tone deaf.
You misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make you work for it or anything, but the lyrics are what they are. If there's anything they left out, even I can't fill in the blanks. If you want to know the secret behind this sweet scent, you might have to start by rolling up your sleeves.
And
Rolling up our sleeves? You mean we need to go and make this wine for ourselves? And somehow that'll teach us everything we want to know? This better not be a prank!
this better not be a prank hand.
We've known each other for so long, and you still don't trust my intentions? Oh, the pain.
I trust. I want to try.
Okay.
I want to make wine and find answers. If I know
Sure.
how to make wine, then I know what is in Father and Mother's wine.
By reliving their actions, maybe we will understand what kind of people they were.
Right. I want to know about them.
Well, let's get to knowing.
Well, if you say so, Razor, guess we'll have to take Tone Deaf Bard's word on this one. We'll give it a try. And as first-time winemakers, there's no shame if it turns out bad.
True.
Don't worry, really. Freedom is the key here. It's not as hard as you might think. As
Rosaria?
long as you add ingredients to the mix in a spirit of joy and sincerity, I promise you will reap the rewards you wish for.
I will tell Poem to teach her. Then I need to think alone.
That's the spirit.
Makes sense.
So, how about we meet again in 2 days? Let's say same place right here?
And that's realistically what it's going to be like, because I'm going to be back in 2
Okay.
days.
I will remember. See you then.
Alright, Razor. Have fun, friendo. Sounds from afar. Quest complete. Okay, and there's our festival. Ba-ding! Autumn Crisis. Outside of Springvale, the hunter Edmund, who is busying himself with chasing forest boars away, is arguing with a young man who is dressed like a student from Sumeru. Highwind Trial. An adventurer named Lenny seems to be planning a special challenge event during Vine Laserfest. Charity and creativity. Bernard, a knight of Favonius, appears to have encountered some trouble in this Vine Laserfest. And Fecund Blessings. A new notice board has been placed near the Vine Laserfest market. What is it for? Okay. So now, event details, that's that stuff. Festive Anecdotes. So that's our story quests. So we got some Festive Fever. And I'm sure we'll get some from doing the other stuff as well. So we got story quests to do. Festive Fever. Attain 200, we get a spear. That, like, we're doing a razor quest and it looks like Clea's involved. We've spoken to Kaya and Lisa and Jean, none of whom use spears. It's also kind of the win unattained. Within 10 seconds after an elemental reaction is triggered, attack is increased by 12% and elemental mastery by 48%. It gives attack percent and base attack. I mean, we'll get it and at the very least do this, refine it. May even level it up too, just because it's going to be cheaper during the event. Anyway, while we're here, we've already trialed the characters we have. So let's try out these two. Cyno first, because less interested in him. TBQH. Cyno's elemental skill causes him to advance at high speed, dealing electro damage to opponents along his path. Okay, so just like... shit, just in my team. His elemental burst causes him to enter the Pack-Sworn Path Clearer state, which changes his attack style and converts his normal and charge attacks to electro damage. In this state, using his elemental skill will cause it to deal AoE electro damage and extend the duration of Pack-Sworn Path Clearer. When he is in this state, he can time uses of his elemental skill to match a certain visual cue to trigger the Judication effect, which will increase the damage dealt by his elemental skill instance and fire off 3 Dust Stalker bolts that deal electro damage. Okay, so it's like Whoa. What are you? Are you actually you have those? Are those your ears, or are those on part of your hat? Oh, he's got the new spear. I want that spear so bad. Okay, let's see. Kill. Crit rate. 52% of their elemental mastery as bonus attack. When an elemental skill hits opponents, the Dream of the Scarlet Sand effect will be gained for 10 seconds. The equipping character will gain 20%, 8% of their elemental mastery as a bonus attack, up to 3 times. Yeah, of course. No. Okay, so this is just attacks. Attack. This performs a swift thrust, dealing electro damage to opponents along the path. When Cyno is under the Pack-Sworn Pathplayer state, triggered by Sacred Rite Wolf Swiftness, he will instead unleash Mortuary Rite that deals thunderous AoE electro damage and extends the duration of Pack-Sworn Pathclearer. This judgment brooks no choice. There is no rejection or acceptance here. We have both long been bound up in this conviction. So it does skill damage, Mortuary Rite damage, duration bonus 4 seconds, cooldown 7.5 seconds. And this lasts for how long? 10 seconds, 20-second cooldown. So if I do 10 seconds, I can extend it up to 14 seconds, but I won't get a second cooldown. Oh, yes, I will. So I do it, puts me to 14 seconds, then I get it. This will refresh, and I do this again, puts me to 18 seconds, and then this will refresh a third time. So I can get it up to 22 seconds. So I can make this last the entirety of its cooldown length. But he has to stay out. Cancel when he leaves the field. Maximum of 18 seconds. Okay, so you can only do it twice. His in the Pack-Sworn Pathclearer state, activated by Sacred Rite Wolf Swiftness, Cyno will enter the Inseer stance in intervals. If he activates Sacred Rite Chasmic Soulfarer while affected by this stance, he will activate the Judication effect, increasing the damage of this Sacred Rite Chasmic Soulfarer by 35%, and firing off 3 Dust Stalker bolts that deal 100% of Cyno's attack as electro damage. Okay. Authority over the 9 bows. Cyno's damage values will be increased based on his elemental mastery as follows. Pack-Sworn Pathclearer's normal attack damage is increased by 150% of his elemental mastery. Dust Stalker bolt damage from his passive talent Featherfall Judgment is increased by 250% of his elemental mastery. 25% more wards, okay. And what's your elemental mastery? 371, so pretty low, all things considered. Yeah. Okay. Whoops.
Leave it all to me.
Nowhere to run.
Alright, here we go. Oh.
Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Ready, steady, go! Steady us.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Okay. He's pretty cool, but I don't know how to tell when I'm in that state or not.
Well, we still have a chance.
Let's go where? Try on bras? Claim that. And Candace, the one I actually want. because she looks awesome. She's HP based, so you have to build her with artifacts you wouldn't normally use. She works a lot like Beto, who I like a lot, and she's super hot. Holding Candace's elemental skill causes her to deploy her shield, and once its duration ends, it will unleash different Hydro attacks on opponents in front of her based on whether it is fully charged or not. Her elemental burst deals Hydro damage to nearby opponents and grants the Prayer of the Crimson Crown state, which will infuse the attacks of your own active characters who wield swords, claymores, and polearms with Hydros. Ooh, interesting. Excuse me. When characters affected by Prayer of the Crimson Crown deal elemental damage to opponents with their normal attacks, the damage they deal with will be increased, while switching characters in will unleash a rippling wave attack on nearby opponents. Well, you know how I like to switch characters in. Are you floating too? No. Her eyes are crazy, and it looks like that, like her shirt bra thing really does look like an unfinished texture. Like, I guess it's supposed to be the same sheer stuff.
A shield is not enough to protect the most important things.
It's around.
That's why I must also wield a spear.
Yeah. What spear do we have? Catch. Oh, she throws it? Okay. Oh, we got him with this shield? Nice. Love it. Alright, let's look at your stuff. So we got the catch. Tenacity of Millilith, Emblem of Cyber Fate. Okay. HP 37.5 is pretty good for a level 84 star. No constellations. What do they do though? Returning Heiress of the Scarlet Sands. The duration of Prayer of the Crimson Crown effect triggered by Sacred Rite Wagtail's Tide. I don't know what any of that means. Okay, so we just got attacks. 4 attacks. Yeah. Sacred Rite Heron's Sanctum. Rushes forward with her shield, dealing Hydro damage to opponents in front of her. That's the tap. Raises her shield to block incoming attacks from nearby opponents, forming a barrier that absorbs damage based on her max HP. 19% plus 2,000. So 10% of her HP is what's her HP? 38? 37, yeah, 38. So 10% would be 3,800 times 2, 670, 600 plus this. So almost 10,000 damage it absorbs. Pretty good. Not crazy. Absorbs Hydro damage 250% more effectively. This barrier lasts until an elemental skill is unleashed. After holding for a certain period of time, Candace will finish charging, and when the skill button is released, the skill duration expires, or when the barrier is broken, she will perform a leaping strike that deals Hydro damage to opponents in front of her. 30% of max HP is the charge up damage. Ah. Okay. And Wagtail's Tide is raising her weapon on high. Candace calls upon a divine blessing that deals AoE Hydro damage based on her max HP. Okay. For 9 seconds. 20% damage bonus. 10% HP wave impact damage. 3 waves. 15-second cooldown. 60 energy cost. Okay, we're already better off than Beto. And continuously confers the Prayer of the Crimson Crown on your active character. This effect has the following properties. Deal increased elemental damage with their normal attacks, 20%, or with their normal attacks. Whenever a character takes the field, they will unleash a rippling wave of water that deals Hydro damage to nearby opponents. There is a limited number of waves that can be triggered in the duration of this skill, 3. Sword, Claymore, and Polearm wielding characters under this effect will obtain a Hydro infusion. Interesting. Interesting. If Candace is hit by an attack in the whole duration of Sacred Rite Heron's Sanctum, that skill will finish charging instantly. Okay, so it's not tap counterattack like Beto's. Celestial Domestain. Characters affected by the Prayer of the Crimson Crown caused by Sacred Rite Wagtail's Tide will deal 0.5% increased damage to opponents for every 1,000 points of Candace's max HP when they deal elemental damage with their normal attacks, which they will because they'll have the water infusion. 0.5% increased damage for every 1,000, which she has 37,000. So that's 18.5% more damage as well as the 20% we're already getting. Decreases climbing stamina consumption. That's pretty sicko. Alright, here we go. So no tap counterattack.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Somebody hit me.
Too easy.
Oof, 19,000. Get wrecked, slime ball.
We shall prevail.
Freeze!
Water attacks.
Oh, so sorry.
Surrender and be gentle.
Try this on yourself.
Do your worst. Grant us your blessing.
This one will be fun.
We doing a waves?
You're in for a little shock.
Stop hitting me.
Things up a little.
She's so easily interrupted. That's the other problem with Lisa. You have to do all these charge attacks, but she gets interrupted by like literally everything.
We shall prevail. Yield.
Yield. Okay, she's pretty cool, and she seems like she's gonna be real fun to build. Nope. So I still want her. Nope. I wanted to claim. I already did this. Yeah. Goodbye. See you soon, maybe? I would do 2 more 5 stars, 4 stars on this banner. So, claim. And you're here for them. So, here we go. We really just want her. We got Cookie twice already. Okay, 4 wishes. That's good. I'm fairly certain I didn't need that. 4. I mean, I'm getting great luck. I on this banner I've done 7, 6, 5, 4. Wow. Did not realize that. Like, we're getting them real early, but we're not getting them when we want. I should get it on the next wish. We got to keep the pattern going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No. Pattern broken. So sad. I would have been okay with ticking back up, like doing 5, but alas, 'tis not to be. 6, 7, 8. Gonna make me go buy some more wishes. What a bunch of jerks. 9. Okay, Candace, 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 Candace. Why? Oh, man. Fine. Alright, we're gonna throw 1 batch of witches at this, just because. Well, we'll get something right away. A lion's roar. Hooray. Oh, that's actually 9 for that one, because I had done 8 before we got the Red Hornstone Thresher last. Alright. I'd really love to get that spear though. It would be bonkers on Xiangling. Super unlikely that I get it. I'm like just on a reset pity. But hey, you never know. It ain't happening. Oh. I didn't need either one of those. Make them gray. Not that gray. This gray. Not that gray either. This gray. Oh, man. Okay, well. The only cure for sadness. Let's get a Hazo. We can do it. I believe. 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 Three. Come on, Hazo. I know it's super small odds because there's so many things on this banner. 7, 8, but dang, he's so cool. 9. Alright, Hazo on 10. No, another Rain Slasher, eh? Another Rain Slasher, eh? We press on towards our buddy old pal, old Hazo. I'd also take, like, the Amos bow. Four. 5. They're being very rude here. Okay, 8, I think. Did not need a Ningguang. Oh well. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Boop. 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 Alright, game. I see how it's gonna be today. "50 wishes! Hooray, we did it." Alright, well that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Yelan. That's her name. I couldn't remember her name when I was playing with that dude. So, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in a couple of days, or I'll be back in a couple of days, to record some more of this event. And we'll get it wrapped up this week before it ends. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Genshin content. It's always a pleasure to make it because it's a pleasure to play Genshin Impact. So thank you so much. Have a good night and a good day and whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.